What's up, guys? Let's have a look at the markets today. I've been giving out some hints of what's going to be happening and the setups that I'm seeing. So, guys, there's some very good setups happening right now. And let's have a look, namely at the Japanese yen and maybe also looking at US dollar as well. All right, so let's have a look at the yen. All right, here's a setup for the yen. This is the weekly for the Nikkei. All right, Nikkei, as you can see, we've got a double top there. All right, but we've got a very strong bullish, trend line that's going on here. So that's something which we have to consider now. Here's something which I want you to have a look at actually. Now, when you double click here, can you see that actually we on the 50 here on the RSI, we've got a very long standing supports right there at the 50 exactly. And this 50 correlates with this trend line that's going on here. All right, now the candles which you're looking at are Heiken Ashi. All right. But if we just have a look at maybe line charts, okay, there's our line chart there. There's a lot of pressure going on here from the top there. So there's a mixture of both buyers and sellers here. All right. Now let's have a look at it on the on this chart here, on this the candlesticks. All right, there's the candlesticks, but let's look at them in the daily time frame there. All right, we've got a lot of gaps over there, but let me just put it on Heiken Ashi. All right, look, we have a reaction, a positive reaction here over the last 2 days, at least on this section here. So the buyers are at least responding. All right. Even though there is pressure on in this area here, there has been a bit of a reaction. And if I look at it in the line charts, okay, so we have to look at this this region here to see if there's anything that the buyers are going to do. But then if we'll have a look at the setups on the currencies, all right, if we definitely look at, for example, Australia JPY, all right, I've got my classic entry points or entry setup, and that is these triple bottom thing here on the RSI. Okay, so high low, lower low, and then high low. It's a classic swinging setup there. And then over here, I've got your 1, 2, 3s. And looking at this, just having a look at these candles there, look at that, a very strong candle. That's almost just reaching there. So, and the corresponding price action that has happened, we've been very bullish since then. And just this area here, if you just look at this whole area here, you could just basically say this was a retest on this action here was a retest on this buying area here. So, okay, we've got that. Let's have a look at something else, right? That's developing. New Zealand, Japan tends to go along with Australia, Japan. So something similar here, if we just have a look, we had a buying area here. Price went up, shot up. There was a bit of a triple double top going on there. It came back down, and also it came back. It made a classic reversal, inverted triple head or triple bottom that's going on here, right there on the supports, and it's been moving since for the last few weeks. All right, so with this trend line here, let's look at 1 hour. With this trend line here, it's pretty much supports. We've had a reaction, and look, basically, if we look at, at least it's giving us clues as to what the Japan yen is doing, or the Nikkei. Now, I'm placing something on Euro Japan. Okay, in Euro Japan here, okay, this whole setup here is set up in such a way that the way I see it, okay, just looking at that right there, all right, never mind anything else. Okay, all right, yeah, this is a daily chart. So looking at the daily charts here, all right, assuming that the yen is going to be bullish, all right, as it was on the Nikkei, there's a lot of pressure on the long-standing bull trend line. So maybe it's translating onto the currency. So if we have a look here, right, immediately, if you know your charts, immediately you can see something. All right, I'll just highlight it for you. Okay, so that's a high low, lower low, retest on lower low there, and then a higher low. All right, that's a swinging motion there. All right, and the funny thing is that price action is reacting over there in this area here, which was a previous area of support, or at least an area which it was testing at that time. So look, you can say that this is an inverted head and shoulders. All right, left shoulder, double head, and a right shoulder here, or a double head, or whatever you want to call it, and so forth. But look at this stage here. I'm very bullish, hence why I have a trade on this. My trade is right there. It is pulling back at the moment, but okay, no worries. You know, I've got other buy setups there. This is the 1 hour charts on the Euro Japan. Like it's like almost a miniature version of the bigger setup. You have, okay, yeah, you have your lows coming over here, right? And you just keep having reactions at this area, but this one here is a bit of, you can pretty much say it's a double, okay, double bottom. Maybe this one as well, or maybe this one. It's just repeated action here that's happening on this longer term support going on. So right now it's currently retracing, but if I look at it on the 1 hour, okay. Anyways, look, we're speculating. We're always speculating in forex, so it is what it is. But look, I'm looking at this this positive inversion here. All right, it's straight there, right? But over here, this low is higher than the other one. Let's look at 4 hours. 4 hours, look, generally our lows are just getting higher over here, but over here the lows are at least probably equalizing right now. It's just indicating, okay, there you go. Okay, hopefully you can see that. It's just indicating that price is stabilizing over here in this area, and with the momentum, the bullish momentum there, I think we're going to be ready for some things to happen over there for us. All right, guys, regarding the USD setups. All right, let's have a look at some charts. Now, we're looking at the weekly, all right, of these charts. This is a bit of a slow burning sort of setup or setups. All right, what you're looking at is the USD Canada weekly chart. All right, and okay, fine. There's our price there above the 50. All right, it's just on support. We've got long-term trend line support there as well. But the most important thing on the weekly is this current candle that's going on here on a weekly, right? We've got a support there around about here where price is reacting very positively for the bulls. But look at this number here, okay, $1.30, and just looking at how this pin bar that's developing, something like this, you know. If we and we've got supports here, so we tentatively again developing a very strong bullish reversal sort of thing. And if this week ends with another pin bar like this on this level here, again another rejection here, you know what, it looks like the bulls on the US dollar Canada will have won the race. So at least we can be looking now at another push up, and we'll be looking at maybe somewhere there, these levels here, you know, of previous resistances. We had 2 rejections here and another one here. So, you know, the price can push up to there once again. If we look at it a bit longer term, you know, I don't know. I wonder if it's gonna go even higher. Anything's possible, but then again, you know, let's see how that goes. Let's just look at it on the daily. All right, so on the daily, it's just a little bit messy. You can't really see a lot of things, but there's a lot of consolidation here or pullback or whatever, you know. So it's just developing right now. Let's give it time. Okay, let's give it time to develop. And anyways, in the market, you have to be dynamic in the market. You can't just be like a one-way person, just looking at things, you know, in such a way. So you have to be aware that things can change and things do develop. Let's have a look at the US Swiss. All right. We had a couple of weeks. This is the weekly chart. So we had a couple of weeks of dropping over here, and we had a very strong engulfing candle here that covered all this, and the corresponding price action has been very bullish. Now, here's the thing. Once again, there's our level there. There's our support there, and look at what's happening here. We've got two rejections here, and we've got a target here. Right, so we've got very strong momentum here, and then we've just had a bit of a pullback in this area here and two rejections on a weekly time frame. For me, it's telling me that, you know what, price is at least going to try and once more convincingly to try and break this area here, and then we're looking at this area right here to complete the pattern or complete the run. Okay, maybe you can start putting your, you know, if it fails there, you know, it could play until it comes back down here, or maybe this trend line will come into play a little bit later. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll go up here, play around here until it fails, might break, might go higher. Who knows? All right. Having said that, last week I was a bit of a gold bull. I'm not too sure what's going to happen now, but we'll see how it goes. You know, let's just set our targets a little bit short. Or not too far. Here's New Zealand US dollar, just to suss out the situation where we are regards this. We've got this trend line here that's coming down. We've got a area here of resistance here. All right, and now price is currently playing in here. So you've got how many resistances? You've got two. You've got this area here, right? I think I had this a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. This is on the weekly now. Look there. Okay, we have area settling in there, and this is how the weekly looks like. Okay, it's showing us some rejection there. Now that's telling us that, you know, we've got this area here to contend with one, and then we've also got this downward trend line. So the bulls here are going to face a big problem. This is opposite to what the US dollar is doing. Remember, US dollar has rejections it's rejecting going lower. Over here, it's facing competition from an area to go up and break. So New Zealand US dollar, they go together with gold, right? So it goes together with Euro USD. Okay, so you see how that goes. And then last but not least, this is Australia US dollar. I'm just looking at this area here. Look at that strong engulfing bearish candle. Now you've got 2 weeks, this is the weekly of Australia USD, 2 weeks of bullish behavior here, and it's hitting this zone now, and it's already just starting to find a bit of trouble. And this is the last 3 days, 4 days here. Look at these candles here. It's really struggling at the moment. This is how it looks like there. So let's expect a pullback, guys, because remember, this, we're moving opposite to what is happening with US dollar. Now here's another clue. See, here's our RSI. You could say that price over here is not breaking through here, and then now we're going to face one more competition here at the 50. It's going to push here, and also here it's going to push, but just like last time, it's going to find resistance, and then I think we're just going to have to go a bit lower. All right, so that's where I'm going to end it. I've got other charts here, but I don't want to get too deep into too many things, unnecessary things. This is US South African Rand, okay, and yeah, and this is your Euro USD. Guys, go and have a look at those charts for yourself. Thank you for your time, guys. I'm wishing you all the best. These setups will come into play over the next week, okay, not just today, not just tomorrow, but over the next week or so. So in trading, you have to be patient, and you just have to be yeah, you have to wait for the setups to reward you. So don't force anything. Trade well, guys. All the best. Thank you for your time, and good luck.